the main topic today, which is how far would you go for a loved one, is based on the story that was put out on social media. I'm just going to read it out so that everyone gets a good idea of the picture, and then we can now dive into it. So it goes like this. Her husband is begging her to sleep with someone to help him secure a contract. She really wants to help him, but she's afraid he might later use it against her. Is going through financial challenges, and this contract, worth over 800 million naira, this will help him get things in order. And then there's a question mark. Do you think she should consider it? Now, the basis of how far would you go for a loved one is now clear. In this situation, there are many other situations. But in this particular situations, I'm going to be starting with you, guys. What? Why did you do that?
If you want to see, if you want to start here,
yeah. Let's start over there.
I'm going to destroy this.
Okay, let's destroy the table.
First and foremost, right? If your wife can sleep with someone to secure a deal that big, in all honesty, your wife doesn't need you. She should get the deal on her own.
Ooh, sweet.
You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Because here's the funny thing. Where are you putting? There's this movie, Indecent Proposal. It's a very popular movie. People have seen it, where a guy paid $1 million to a guy that was desperate to sleep with his wife. Now, I don't know why people still feel as if money is everything. The money will come, the money will go, but your wife has still slept with that person. Okay. That husband does not love her as a wife, doesn't see her as a wife or partner. He sees her as something else.
So
but if she
not
could do it,
considered.
Now, if the basis of getting that is sleeping with her, then she is the deal.
Yeah, well said.
And she doesn't need him. If I was her, I would go and negotiate and be like, listen, so I'm doing this to get this, cut him out of it. The marriage is over. Let me get this deal. You should go and look for somebody else to do that nonsense with.
Interesting. Nice take on that. Rich Uncle, what's your thought? Do you agree?
You already know my stance.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I've said it here too many times.
Yeah.
Masculinity is dead. Like that a man can get to that point where he thinks that, okay, because things are not going out right for me, madam, you need to sleep with this person so that I can get this. It shows that men don't see themselves as what they really are. Because why in the world would somebody look his wife in the face and tell her that, okay, you need to sleep with this person so I can get this contract? Clearly, like he rightfully said, he doesn't see her as his wife.
Yeah.
Because that's supposed to be your prized possession. But at this point now, you're ready to offer it on as burnt offering to get what you want. And if I were in that woman's shoes, first of all, the guy doesn't love you.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't love you. And he's just so wrapped up in so many things that how in the world did you come to that point as a man where you are so defeated in your mind, spirit, and body that you now see your wife as burnt offering on the altar of prosperity? Are you okay? Okay, so let's even just assume that happens and then somebody sleeps with the wife and then you now get the contract. Yeah. So how do you guys move on from there? Because, I mean, cause and effect, right? Yeah. So when you are pushing your Rolls Royce...
she's the one in control now.
No, when you're pushing your Rolls Royce, you're like, this Rolls Royce, they had to doggy your wife for you to be driving. What was that?
Exactly.
What was that?
How do you live with yourself?
How do you live with yourself?
Exactly.
I don't get it.
Dek, you're rather quiet on this.
Well, because I just wanted to hear you guys' opinion on it. You know?
I have another opinion, though, but when you're done.
Okay, so let's flip it. If it was the lady who needed the guy to sleep with a female boss, what would be your take?
I like that.
So if my wife needed me to sleep,
you do it for the family.
Hold on. So my wife needs me to sleep with her boss so she can get a promotion. It still boils down to...
Not promotion.
Or what?
800 million naira.
It still boils down to the fact that I'm not doing enough. Because if I'm doing enough, she wouldn't need me to sleep with her boss for anything.
So on that note, you won't do it?
So hold on.
No, so I always...
You won't do it?
So the prayer is this, that God does not put you in a position where you need to be in a place to decide whether or not it is you or your wife that needs to do that thing. Let me tell you why.
First of all,
it's easier said than done. And I'll tell you why.
So
listen, hold on. I will not allow my wife be in that position in the first place.
Exactly.
And hold on.
Exactly.
But the truth is, if we're going to be realistic about life, my brother, if life knock you
What do I? Okay,
you will see your brain will turn upside down.
Let's.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so what would you do in that position?
So let's even destroy it at the molecular level. You need 800 million. Somebody has to sleep with your wife for you to get 800 million.
Yeah.
What exactly do you need 800 million for? You are playing out of your league.
Thank you. Yeah.
Good. You are playing out of your league.
Good.
Because okay, so what are you going to buy with his house, car?
I agree.
But that person has.
At the same time, even if you jump on, even if you flip it and you say a wife tells her husband, we need this 800 million, go and sleep with this woman. Do you understand? At the end of the day, you've opened a can of worms that, so because of this, the man is permitted to go and sleep around. He will now sleep with somebody for 80K. You don't say it's for money. Yes, you've opened a See, listen, people don't understand the union between man and wife and the sexual connection that they have.
See, that is why they say, what that means is that what is bad is bad.
Yeah.
There's no way to qualify
What's bad is bad.
So this evening, before we came for the show, one of the young interns there, Joel, was talking about an experience, and he gave this adage, and it's so funny that I'm like, I have to say, he said, "Egg, where me I dey keep. Now, ain't somebody thoughts break inside frying pan. Can't turn on to
scramble sauce."
Question.
So funny.
What if a man, what if a man asks the husband that I want to sleep with the husband for 800K?
800K.
For the 800 million or whatever. The man wants to shag the husband for that money.
Wait, the man
leave the wife.
So you're talking about a man shagging another man,
yes.
Right? Okay.
Would the husband do it?
Can you see how Deck is looking at you?
No, the man wants his wife to do it.
So,
but if the guy now says it's not your wife I want, it's you. It's not your wife. If the guy says it's not your wife I want,
what kind of thought process is that?
Check this out. He said, "Why, madam, go and do it." Madam goes to do it, but the guy says, madam, it's not you I want. It's your husband I want to shag. Should your husband come and do it?
No, so that also brings us to the point where, as a human being, you need to know yourself. Right?
You need
to know yourself.
If the husband can't do it, why should his wife?
So the thing is, if you know yourself in life,
like what the hell, man?
If you know yourself in life, there are some things you'll never do.
Guy!
Do you understand? Like, you know that, look, bro. So there are certain people that I'll never even do business with. Because I know when I'm spending the money, I'm not going to be happy in my soul. That I have to mingle with this person to get this. And if that is your guiding light in life, you'll never go wrong.
That is why you should never even propose to your wife to do that.
That's what I'm saying. So
exactly.
But quick question. Okay, I'm just going to ask the three of you.
Okay.
Let me start with Deck here.
Right, please.
How far have you gone? What's the one thing that you feel was a bit extreme that you did for a loved one? It doesn't have to be a partner. It could be, a cousin, brother, sister, a parent. What is that one thing that you feel you've gone?
Off the top of my head, right now, I'm not sure that I can literally say this is what I have done. Because I've done a lot of things. I won't even lie to you. Like I'm kind of like a sacrificial lamb for a lot of people, especially my loved ones, because I go out of the extraordinary. I mean, I'm the firstborn of my mom, so sacrifice every day. People in my family, outside my family. So I can't pinpoint to one thing, but I mean, I think I can say something, but I don't want to say it on air.
Okay, while you're thinking of it, let me ask Gang, and then I'll ask Rich Uncle the same question. So, Gang, what's the one thing you feel that, you've really gone the extra mile for a loved one?
Now, when you say a loved one now, it almost seems like you're talking about a partner or somebody that I'm involved with.
Let's not box it.
But in all honesty, I've done things for friends, for my guys, that I was not too proud of, but I just did it.
Okay, why does that even sound very wrong? But
if
give us context.
It sounds very wrong.
Just give us context.
Let me give you context. This is gonna bite me, and nobody knows this.
Just give us context.
Nobody knows this, but I'm just gonna say it. So, a very, very long
just
time
go
ago.
get to the
far away.
A friend of mine was rumored to have knocked up a certain chick.
Oh.
So the chick came with her family to the house, and the guy denied.
Okay.
The guy denied so many times that he had nothing to do with her, and then it was a setup. And that's why I'm even pissed off with the guy. He invited us over to his house. We didn't know what we were coming for. When we got to the house, we now found out, oh, this girl is knocked up, and she says he's responsible. And the guy was like, yo, I'm not responsible. Even my guys can vouch that I don't know this girl in that capacity. So me, I was there. And I knew that he knew her in that capacity.
So you were an accomplice to your friend?
So you lied.
You lied with your friend.
I was there, and I was, wait.
So they can come and carry you.
Bro,
No. Let me tell you.
There's no getting out of it.
No, let me tell you what happened.
It's in the past.
It's in the past, but let me tell you what happened. Because we didn't know what we were there for, they said, these guys can bear witness that this guy does not know this girl like that.
Gosh.
They did not ask me, dude, does this guy know? So me, I was saying, somebody said, I know. My silence was
enough.
Consent, yeah.
Yes, my silence was
That was a
complicit.
very interesting
So I was like, but at the same time, sometimes there's some of your guys that you would lie for. If my guy's wife calls right now and says, is he with you on the black table? I'll say, yeah, he's here.
There's a certain guy that we've done that for.
I'll say, yeah, Olamide is here on the black table. You know? They'll be like, where did you guys go last week with Femi? I'll be like, we didn't go anywhere. You know that kind
We didn't go now. It's okay, off the mic.
I didn't go anywhere.
Off mic. It's okay.
I didn't go anywhere. Did I go anywhere?
Off his mic.
Did I go anywhere? I didn't go anywhere.
Off his mic.
Mic off.
We didn't go anywhere. I
didn't go anywhere.
Hey, thank you, sir. We appreciate your submission. Rich Uncle, so what are your thoughts on that then? After you will take the final...
For the people that I love, for the people that are in my inner circle, I go to the end of the world for them. They know. Like, they don't even have to... So the people that know me, they know if you have to ask me twice, that means I don't have it. You won't even have to ask. Because I understand... the men before me showed me that the only way you can love people is by being there for them, by being the bridge between what they want and what they need. Like, and I think that, like I always say, you can't pour from an empty cup. So as a day like this, it's just, I've come to realize that sometimes you can spread yourself too thin. You can overdo and then you yourself are lacking. But for the people that I consider my friends, they don't have to ask twice. In fact, the phone, oh, okay. Yeah. And they do the same for me, so I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm pouring myself. It's not a one-way street. Like one of them was in the store late.
There's a reciprocal value.
If he called and he was telling me about, oh, do you know how many times you've been there for me? I'm like, bro, you've been there for me more than I've been there for you. Like, no, it's not like that. I'm like, you don't know the times that I pick up the phone and dial you. Yeah. And I still, Jerry, God will bless you. So I remember last year, December, what was November, middle November, like my brain was tearing to shreds. And I was like, okay, do I do this, do I do this? And out of the blues, this guy just calls me up like, hey, what's up, where you are? I'm like, I'm driving the vehicle. I'm like, okay, I just sent you some money, I'm like, why'd you send me money? We're like, I don't know, I just felt like sending you money. That money was different between life and death. Like, I'm not even going to lie. Wow. And I was like, so I called him up later that, why did you send money? We're like, I just felt like sending you money. I'm like, why? We're like, because you're always giving people, and I know that, you know they ask, nobody say you don't need. Jerry.
Those are the kind of friends that we need. Olamide, you don't send me random money like this. Why?
Don't worry. Don't send me your account. I'll send something to you right now.
This ritual killing, what they do like this?
On that note, I'm going to take quick social media feedbacks, and then Rich Uncle, you will take the tip.
Just the
tip. Don't enter everything, just the tip. So let me start. Adele says, this useless airline charged me $200 extra for luggage slightly, and I mean slightly, in brackets.
That means you have gone over 23 kg now, bro. And, there's nothing slightly about over 23 kg.
And it continues like this. I was at the front of the luggage check line after having waited for so long. Boarding time literally minutes away, so I didn't have the time to rearrange my stuff to see I could avoid the fee. When the person beside me had the same issues, they said I have to pay because I am Nigerian. I'm not so sure about that because these rules are very clear. But that was from
But there are ways to navigate that thing.
It depends on the country that you are. So some countries are
very lenient.
Funny, you know. There are some countries that have, there are some countries that will literally tell you there's a place where you park your stuff. You can check it yourself. You check it before you get to the check-in point.
Exactly.
No, so for excess luggage, cheat codes to lie. If you have excess luggage, very nice, dress very well, and smile with the person.
Yeah.
Baba, I don't carry 28 kg. So many times. Like,
see,
like, oh,
you see this thing that you're saying? Manner of approach is very important for this guy. Those guys are big
generally
on
in
respect.
life.
You know,
generally
you respect
in life,
them, you smile
because
with them.
they're used to seeing a lot of rude people.
Yeah,
they're used to seeing a lot of rude people.
Absolutely.
So once you're nice, you're like, oh, but your back is over. I know, I have kids.
Please, okay, they'll just put it. It has already gone in. That's
Straight
it.
up.
All right, Adele, I hope that helps. So Ashon says, Deck is so right. The issues we have, if they do not say perennial scarcity of aviation fuel or high exchange rates, it is resolution of funds owed to foreign airlines, safety compliance, infrastructure, and human capacity development. Please, how is that my problem? At Olamide, my dad is wicked, like so wicked, After school fees, they give extra money. He made my mom a stay-at-home wife, but she always ends up begging for money, okay? So my siblings and I plan to kidnap him. Kidnap him, got other people who cover their faces and asked him to pay 10 million naira, to ransom himself. Okay, he gave the so-called kidnappers his 3 ATMs and we got 10 million naira cash. Paid the kidnappers, 1 million, and we shared the rest. We gave our mom some money and 2 out of 3 of us jackpot with our share. The money he gave as ransom made him broke and his business had a setback, but we don't care. We are doing very well now. And my mom rotates to UK, Canada, and the US. Well, you guys ruined your dad.
Maybe some dads deserve it.
Okay, it's so long, but I'm just going to quickly take the last social media comment. This is from Susan, and she says, Gango, please let all of them answer. Will the husband do it? Will he? God, I beg. So that's the last thing we talked about.
If the husband
will do it, yes. Okay, Gang, do you think the husband will do it?
If I was the husband?
800 million.
800 million. Collect! Collect! Collect!